next level slayer.
This is your girl, Crystal Lauren, the Next Level Slayer, and this is my channel where I bring you strategies, opportunities, and ideas to take your business, your money, and your mindset to the next level. If you're ready to go to the next level, this is an episode you don't want to miss. Stay tuned. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of Next Level Slayer. I am your host, Crystal Lauren, and in this episode, we are going to talk about why people watch your handmade videos but don't buy handmade craft videos. You make things with your hands and you make these videos, but nobody's buying. All right, so let's get into it. I own a business called Beadistry Designs where I sell beaded pins or beaded items. Been focused mostly on beaded pins, but I'm going to be changing that up. Well, I'm going to be adding more to my business really soon. And I have made thousands of dollars in the last 6 months that after making some changes in my mindset from a crafter to a business, which helped me get there. But in this video, I'm going to be talking to you about why people are not buying your stuff if you sell online, specifically TikTok, because that's where I do well at, is on TikTok. And I'm going to go into my analytics with you in a few. So make sure you stay to the end because I got something for you for free that is going to help you. All right. So people are watching your videos. They like your work. They comment, they like it, they heart it, they follow, they linger on it. So why aren't they buying? They've met your product, but not you. And here's the quiet truth. They've met your product, but they've never met you. And that, not your craft, is what's costing you the sale. So if you just show your products, that's it, then that is costing you sales. Even though you get some sales, it still costs you some sales. Handmade goods is all nice and beautiful, but they don't know you. So what I do is I show my face in my videos. I don't go live because I don't really have time or the privacy to, up and do a live sometime. So I just create content that shows me. All right. And that made the difference in my sales because when I first started, I just showed my items and then I started showing myself with the items and my personality. And that made a big difference. All right. You are in the video holding the product in your hand. They don't get to know you, whether it's a pen or a candle. That's beautiful, but there's no person in it. They see your hands, not your heart. They see your hands. They never met you. And maybe you don't want to show your face. I understand that. That's okay. You don't have to, but you do have to let them feel you. There's a real person back there. Your voice over the video, your name. You make this. Put something about yourself in the story, the little story behind the exact piece. I made this on Sunday. From a woman who signs her name and wants it to feel like hers. People don't buy from shops, they buy from people. People don't buy from anonymous shops, they buy from someone. Give them someone to buy from. So if you go to a shop in a store, there's people there. Even though it might not be the person who made it, there's people that's selling it, a live person. Okay, there's people around. Now, when people comment, what do you do? Most makers like the comment and move on. Your comments are your shop's counter, but your comment section is your shop counter Ever, every I love this is a person standing at your table waiting to be talked to. So you're going to reply. Ask a comeback question. Which color would you pick? That one reply turns a stranger into a regular, and regulars become buyers. Okay? Whether you come reply back, thank you. You're not chasing new people all the time when you have repeat buyers. You're building relationships with the ones already watching. So keep the buyers you already have. All right. Do communicate with them. Here's where the real money hides. If someone bought from you once, then they are 10 times more likely to buy from you again if you give them a reason to. Okay. Most makers, all right, lose that person the second the package ships. No follow up, no name written down, okay, no idea which video even made the sale. So ask yourself, are you tracking your sales? Do you know who bought what they bought and how to reach them again? If you can't track it, you can't grow it. A name and an email from every buyer, how are you getting that? A little note in the package, a reason for them to come back, a new drop, a thank you, a peek behind the scenes. Selling once is a transaction. Selling again is a relationship. And that's what you want. You want to build relationships if you're somebody that's not showing her face. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is go into my analytics to show you the difference it made and how why your numbers are slipping. So let's look at your analytics. So I'm going to show you how to get to your analytics because you may not know, and if you do know, you're going to learn what they actually mean. All right, so let's do it. All right, so now I am in on my TikTok page profile, Peter Street Designs. And I want to show you guys, I'm going to go into my analytics, but before I go to my analytics, I want to show you guys something, the difference it makes when you show you and not just what you sell. I'm going to show you the difference because it matters. Visibility is very important. Okay. So this video right here, 70K views right now, used to be 60K. And then it's, getting more and more views. But this video is what made the difference. This was my first time showing myself in the video, and that's what happened. Okay. So that told me something to keep doing that. So what I want to do now is, and the aesthetics of your TikTok page definitely, of your TikTok profile definitely matters. Okay. And I'm going to tell you why in a minute. This is where the change happened. Now, this is what I used to do. This is what I used to do. Now, before this video, I used to promote my pins on my other TikTok page, Next Level Slayer. So then I started showing them here. Now, mind you, they were not in these 500s. They were in the 2 and 300s. So since I started gaining new followers and getting more views, people started looking at my old stuff. Okay. So they weren't in the 700s at all. They were like 2 and 300. And then I made that video that's 70,000. And these videos followed, and they're in the 6,000, 1,000. So some videos get me more than others. And that's fine. So what I'm going to be doing is studying those videos to say, hey, what made this video get what it got? Okay, what made it get what I got? Now, my videos, not only am I showing myself, I have R&B music playing in the background, which tells the audience about me, what type of music I like. She likes old school R&B music, especially love songs, jazz songs. They get to learn me, not just the product. I'm not talking, but I'm showing myself and showing my personality, how I show the pins. My personality shows through. Okay, so let's get into, and then I do, all the extras in it. I'm just not showing a pin. I have text in it. You know, I do other things to bring it out, which I learned by getting a social media coach. Okay, that's what took me to the next level. Now, let's get into the analytics. Shall we? Let's get into the analytics. All right, so analytics, you go to your TikTok studio, you go to analytics, and then there's four different sections here, right? We're going to look at each and every one of them. And then you can get from 7 days, 28 days, or you can do a custom. All right. I'm going to do the last 30 days right here. Let's do from, what's today, the 12th? Let's do from May 12th to today. All right. And apply. Okay. Now, this tab right here, you want to download this. And I'm going to tell you why you should. I'm going to do it in I guess it really doesn't matter. I'm going to do it in a CSV format. Let's do it in Excel. I want to try something and see if it still goes. Yeah, let's do it in Excel instead of CSV. CSV puts it in a zip folder. I'm going to do it. I did it in Excel. And I'm going to show you why having that information is going to be helpful to you. All right. We're going to get into that. Now, overview. This is just an overview for the last 30 days. And then you have how many views you got, how many profile visits you got, how many likes, comments, and shares. All right. These estimated rewards, I'm not selling any. I don't know if this has to do with if you sold things on TikTok, if you get rewards for that. I'm guessing, but I sell on my own website. All right. I don't sell on TikTok Shop. And if you don't have a website, you just sell on TikTok and you have them sell you money and you're not keeping up with that, I have a way for you to fix that as well. So, all right. So, content. Your content. This is going to revert back to the last 7 days. So, it's not going to let me do custom. So, let's just do last 28 days. All right. So, this is going to tell me which videos got the most views in the last 28 days. I can make that longer if I wanted to, but these are the videos that got me the most views in the last 28 days. Okay. And then you can look at the data for each of those videos individually. Which ones got me the most new viewers? Okay, now this one is always going to come up first in the last 28 days because I ran a promotion. Okay, so you don't have to do promotions. This was my first time doing one, and I'm just doing some analysis. Most likes in the last 28 days, that one. Okay, and then it shows me what else happened in the last 28 days, which ones got me the most likes, which videos people liked most, and then which ones got me new followers. Now, this video right here is really kind of old. This is from 4 months ago, and it has gotten me more followers. And look at this is telling me something. Want to buy ready-made pens to resell? I was selling all four of these pens. I was selling I was selling these pens. Somebody wants to buy them. This tells me I have people watching me that want to sell pens. Okay? That's the only set I have. They sold. Okay? That is in the last 28 days, and that is 4 months old, and that is still one of the most new followers. So I need to start doing videos of like that. That's what that tells me. Okay, that's in the last 28 days. Let's go to the next tab. Viewers. Total views versus new viewers. 1,000 new viewers out of the 1.k. Most active times. This right here needs to be looked at. This needs to be looked at. This tells me, so it's reverted back to the last 7 days, what time people, when are people most active? On what day? This is by the hour, by the day. The 12th. That's when I last posted, I believe. The hour, 12 p.m., 6 p.m. And you want to know why these dates are what it is? Because I post at a specific time, 12, 3, and 6. Those are the times I post, and sometimes 9. Sometimes I don't do 12. Sometimes I just do 3 and 6, and I don't do 9. It just depends on how much content I have readily available to post. Okay? So, all right, so, and then this tells me creators your viewers also watch. It also shows me what they're watching, which I've never looked into that. Followers. In the last 7 days, I got 37 new followers. Okay, and then the most active time is here again. So all of this data is important, and you want to look at it. Okay, but what I want to show you guys is something that you may not know is messing you up. All right, so let me show you. All right, so I am here on a software that I created myself in Lovable, and it's called the Ghost Tag Finder. What is the Ghost Tag Finder? It is going to scan your tags on TikTok. The invisible characters quietly killing your TikTok reach. Some hashtags look real but route nowhere because a single Cyrillic or Greek lookalike has been swapped in. Drop your TikTok analytics CSV will surface every ghost tag and the clean version to use instead. Okay? So remember, I showed you to download your analytics. Well, this is why I told you to do that. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to go grab it. Now, and put it in here. This is mine. And voila, seconds. We found one ghost tag quietly draining your reach. 7 of your 15 posts, 47% are affected. That 3,847 total views sitting on a broken tag, meaning you missed out on those. 7 posts had this hashtag in it. Now, because I fixed this, it would have been more than a 7. Well, I'm going to say, I think the last couple of videos that I did is when I fixed this, because I haven't really posted a lot because I was on vacation. But when I did, some of those had this in it, some of them didn't. So I kind of fixed it. If I was to go back and download more of my analytics, then it would show even a difference. Okay. So once you get that, what those tags, ghost tags are, you are going to be able to either copy it and paste it somewhere, or you can have it emailed to a report emailed to your inbox. Okay. And if you email it to your inbox, you're going to be able to get corrected tag lists plus a weekly ghost tag intel. Okay. That's what you're going to get to your inbox when you send this. And this is free, guys. This is totally free. This is just a tip of the iceberg of what you can find and fix to increase your reach and views. Okay. So that, so the link for this will be in the description. So you make sure you check this out. It is free. Okay. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. All right. So as you saw, I showed you how to look at your analytics. I showed you how you could have some stuff hiding that could be preventing you from getting the reach that you could be getting more of a reach. And I showed you how to show your content in a way that can increase your sales. All those extra views that I got brought in sales. And that in turn brought in repeat buyers, which built relationships with people that I can continue to communicate with to get more sales. Okay. One offs is good, one off sales are good, but imagine getting repeat sales from someone. And if you don't have a website for people to buy from, and you're just sending people to your DM to pay, and you don't know how to get repeat sales, then I'm going to be having something, I'm creating another application that is going to help you if you sell on TikTok, whether it's in your DM or on Instagram, wherever you sell, and you sell in your DMs or you sell on your lives. You show something and then you send them to your DM to Zelle you or Venmo you or Cash App you. I have a software that is going to help you track those sales and keep up with the contacts so you can follow up with them and do another sale. That person, you can add those people. You don't have their email, but you can get it. You can have them sign up for email lists. You can, that way you can promote new things that you've created that maybe they don't get to see your next live when you show that product. So there are some things that you can do to take your sales to the next level. And if you, especially specifically, I'm talking to crafters out there that sell, handmade things that people buy and you ship to them. Okay. Now, if you sell digital products, there's a lot of digital product websites out there that makes it easy for you to do that. Digital products is a little different because you have a digital product. People just go and buy a digital product. You don't hold it in your hand and showcase it like you would a handmade product. A handmade product, People see it, and like this cup, people see it, and digital product, they're getting the digital product downloaded to them. A handmade product is something that you're going to be showing off, okay, a little bit differently than a digital product would be. So that is it. That is all. If you like this content, make sure you subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss out. And until next time, I see you on the next level. Will you be there? I hope so. Bye bye.